I always believed my marriage was stable. Jenna and I had been together for nearly a decade. On the outside, we looked like a perfect couple, a home in a quiet neighborhood, two kids who were thriving, and friends who envied our happy life. I trusted her implicitly, or at least I thought I did. The first signs of trouble were subtle, almost imperceptible. A phone call she ended abruptly when I entered the room, a text message she shielded from my view, an extra-long work trip that she insisted was urgent. At the time, I convinced myself it was nothing. Surely I was imagining things, yet every instinct in my body whispered that something was wrong. It took months for the pattern to become undeniable. There were nights when she seemed distant, almost preoccupied, and mornings when she returned from supposed errands with a tired, distracted look. I began noticing little things, unfamiliar scents, clothing I didn't recognize, and small inconsistencies in her stories. Each detail on its own seemed trivial, but together they painted a troubling picture. One day, while she was out, I noticed her phone left unlocked on the kitchen counter. A nagging curiosity and something darker, a need for truth, led me to glance at the screen. My heart sank when I saw the messages, flirtatious, intimate, and unmistakably with another man. Shock gripped me. Disbelief followed. And then anger. The betrayal wasn't minor or fleeting. It was deliberate and ongoing, hidden in plain sight while she maintained our life as normal. I didn't react immediately. Anger, I realized, could cloud judgment. Instead, I began collecting evidence. Messages, photos, meeting locations, timestamps, every shred of information that could confirm the depth of her affair. It wasn't about revenge yet. It was about understanding the scope of the deception and ensuring that when the confrontation came, it would be undeniable. The next weeks were a blur of observation. I became a silent witness to her secret life. She met him at hotels, coffee shops, and even restaurants near our neighborhood. She tried to maintain appearances at home, but the traces of her affair were there for me to find. Every misstep, every inconsistency, every slip-up added to the growing mountain of evidence. Then came the day when the betrayal escalated. She invited him over to our home, our living room, a space that should have been private. She believed she could flaunt her secret without consequence, that her careful manipulation would protect her. But I had anticipated this. I had a plan. I prepared a surprise that would expose everything without jeopardizing the children or causing a public scene. I compiled a montage of evidence, messages, photos, and locations, all chronologically organized. I enlisted a friend to help orchestrate the reveal, ensuring that the moment would be precise and undeniable. When the affair partner arrived, confident and unaware, the scene appeared ordinary. The kids played in the background, guests chatted, and Vanessa remained calm, believing she had control. I bided my time, letting the tension build until the moment was right. Then, calmly, I revealed the truth. The montage played on the TV, messages and photos flashing across the screen. Vanessa froze. Her confident demeanor faltered. The affair partner's face went pale, disbelief replacing arrogance. There was no denying it. Every attempt at explanation or excuse was futile. The evidence was irrefutable. The room went silent except for the whispers of stunned friends and family. Humiliation washed over them. Vanessa's credibility crumbled instantly. Her affair partner's arrogance evaporated. The careful secrecy they had relied upon was destroyed in seconds. Karma, it seemed, had arrived quietly but forcefully. The aftermath was intense. Social circles fractured, professional reputations were damaged, and trust was irreparably broken. For me, the experience was a mixture of vindication and grief. I had protected my dignity, ensured accountability, and reclaimed control over my life. But the emotional pain of betrayal lingered, reminding me that trust, once shattered, takes years to rebuild, if it ever can. I also learned the power of preparation, patience, and evidence. Reacting impulsively could have escalated the situation dangerously, but careful planning allowed the truth to unfold naturally, leaving no room for denial or manipulation. Months later, the dust has settled. Vanessa and I are separated, working through custody arrangements and rebuilding our individual lives. The affair partner is socially ostracized, a reminder that deceit and arrogance have consequences. I have regained a measure of control, clarity, and the ability to trust my instincts. Betrayal backfired because I discovered everything. The careful secrecy Vanessa relied upon was no match for vigilance, evidence, and deliberate action. Karma, as it always does, delivered justice, and I emerged with the knowledge that deception, no matter how cleverly hidden, cannot survive the light of truth.